Yes! Finally, we have a good video game movie in existence. But ironically, it's not based on any video game in particular. It's also from Disney, isn't that weird? So Wreck-It Ralph takes place in an arcade where video game characters can move around from game to game once the store closes. The story is about a villain, Ralph, from the game Fix-It Felix Jr. And one day he decides he's had enough of being the bad guy, so he goes game hopping and tries to prove that he can be a good guy. In a way, this is sort of like a video game equivalent of Toy Story and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Toy Story in the sense that video game characters can do things when humans aren't around, like travel from game to game, see other video game characters, and so on. It's like Roger Rabbit in the sense that there are a lot of cameos from well-known video game characters, such as Bowser from Super Mario Bros., Ryu from Street Fighter, and Sonic from, well, Sonic. However, unlike Roger Rabbit, the cameos are all in like the first half of the movie, because the rest of the movie is focused on what it should be. Wreck-It Ralph. It's the story of Wreck-It Ralph trying to prove to himself that he can be a good guy, while still being a bad guy. And it's pretty difficult for him to actually try to be a good guy when really all he can do to help people is basically break stuff. Which I guess makes him live up to his name, Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, it's got really good voice sounds in here. We got John C. Reilly as Wreck-It Ralph. Sarah Silverman as a little racer from the game Sugar Rush. Which I guess would be my only problem with the movie. We spend a little too much time in the arcade game Sugar Rush, where the movie decides to depend on more candy or sweet references than video game references. But I mean, that's pretty much the only problem I have with the movie. Other than that, it's really funny. I saw this with my brother, so there were many times where we caught a video game reference and like, oh, look at that! And the one funny point is there's a point when Ralph game hops. He's in a pod that zooms across like the video game equivalent of Central Station. And basically he runs into Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic gets hit and a bunch of rings pop out of him. I mean, I found that to be really funny. And then there's other, like, video game sound effects. That's pretty funny. Overall, if you're a video game lover, you'll really like this movie a lot. And even if you're not, you'll get a kick out of it, although you might not get the video game references. Or maybe you will, I don't know. But in the end, it's a really good movie. I'd give it 4.5 stars, and I encourage you to go to the theater early because there's a short that plays before the movie that's also really good. I won't say what it is, what it's about, but it was really a nice treat to have. So, thanks for watching my review. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go play Mario Kart because as much as I complained that too much of the movie took place in Sugar Rush, it made me want to play Mario Kart. So, see you guys later. Damn you, Wario, get back here.